Hello, and welcome back to the Critical Junctures Podcast. Wanted to give you an update on what's been going on with the podcast. The last few weeks, we've taken a break with it just for some unexpected life events. Some of you may be aware my youngest brother passed away, and that's just taken a lot of time that we've spent with family and helping with the arrangements as they were made and just projects that unexpectedly needed to be finalized. Then my wife and I also had a long vacation that we've planned for a couple years that takes us to a number of countries in Europe. So we decided to just take a break with the podcast and start back roughly toward the end of September. We'll be back on track to hopefully be every week. But just a couple of things I've really learned through this podcast is just the depth of grief and hurt that you find with so many people. And some of them you look at and you wouldn't know how this grief has affected them. But every one of us that's lost a child is fully aware of that pain that you feel inside. And I've had a number of conversations with friends, acquaintances that we've discussed this podcast and how we could help others that are going through it. And one big discovery was there are people that have been 10, 20, some of them even 30 plus years that have lost a child, and the grief is still incredibly challenging for them to even talk about it. And so I really feel there's an incredible need to continue these communications and interviews, and we have a number of people lined up that will share their stories. And I think it's really important when you go through these, every single person has a significant amount of grief they carry in these. And just in life in general, it has a lot of ups, and there's a lot of great things to life and so many exciting things. And that's typically what people talk about. You see the Instagram and Facebook posts of all the really great things that go on, and there are a lot of great things that go on in life. But what is much more challenging to not only talk about and express, but even to listen to, is all the challenges that come with just the uncertainty of life. In a moment's notice, life can be gone. I had a coworker that not too long ago went into the hospital. He was mid-50s and never came out, and left a family, and it was a medical condition that, again, no one's guaranteed of life. And so we're going to really, again, continue to dive into these interviews with people and let them share their experience. I really appreciated the people that have shared their depth of how they've opened up and been very transparent. From comments that I've received back, have just been incredibly helpful, that the stories they share, because some of them on the outside, you'd look at their families and you go, that's what I'd like my family to be. And in many cases, yes, that is true. They are phenomenal people, but the depth of hurt of the loss of a child it's staggering. And appreciate the continued support with this. And like I said, toward the end of September, we will get back on a schedule that's a weekly release, and look forward to you guys joining us on this journey. Thank you.